right, it's time for Tech Tuesday. You know, inflatables no longer just for river trips. Some researchers say they could also change lives.
And Samsung is taking on the Apple Watch with its latest release. Joining us live with those tech headlines and more is our expert, Greg Nibbler. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Yeah, pretty cool stuff kind of going on there. So Samsung last week, they unveiled their new phones, their new foldable phones, but also talked about the new Galaxy Watch 4, which is exactly that. It's their way to go at Apple with the Apple Watch, which has kind of been a leader in that. The new Galaxy Watch is pretty interesting for a couple of reasons. I mean, it looks definitely different than the Apple Watch. It's got more of that rounded feature, but the internals are where it really gets interesting because they have teamed up with Google to actually have a brand new operating system for it. So it's called the Wear OS 3. What that means is essentially for Android users, your Google apps are going to work a lot more intuitively with the actual watch itself. So like Google Maps is going to be integrated really well, so it'll buzz when you need to be taking a turn if you're walking around a city. But a few other things too on the health side of things, which you see a lot of companies going for is increasing the different health tech aspects that they have. And this one has one where they can actually measure what they're calling your body composition, which is essentially like your BMI. And the way it works is there's a couple of electrodes on the watch that will send signals through your body. You're not going to feel this, but it'll actually measure how much water is in your body. And by that, they can determine what your muscle mass is, what your fat mass is. So all kinds of really interesting things that it can tell you about yourself so that over time you can see changes. They're going to be able to monitor your snoring and other things that other companies are already doing too, which is kind of standard now with your heart rate and even blood oxygen levels. But it's pretty interesting to see where they're pushing this and how much information you can get. I'm curious for you too, like what would be a feature you would want to see like in a smartwatch?
Huh, I don't know. That BMI tracker is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
I love all the fitness stuff.
Oh, I do too. I mean, but I don't know how to use my Apple Watch. It's on, it like does things, and I don't know like how to control anything. It will tell me to breathe sometimes when I am like tensed up. So
Yeah.
getting tense. So like just more stuff like that probably. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you need to slow down or
Right.
whatever. I don't know.
Any kind of fake phone call that gets me out of a situation I don't want to be in is
There you go.
my ideal
That's-
feature.
Have like a
I think.
button.
That's another good one.
Get
Yeah,
a little
panic
button.
button on the bottom. Like,
Right.
oh, got a meeting.
Calls.
Gotta go.
Oh, sorry, gotta go. Yeah.
That would be amazing,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, we need that. We need that app. Mhm.
Emily, coming up with
There
you.
you
need
go.
to
I want the
patent that.
royalties if
Yeah.
anyone, you know.
Apple, get on it. Yeah.
Well, hey, so we talked about inflatables. There's this inflatable robotic hand that apparently could be less expensive than a prosthetic. This sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, I mean, we've got a lot of different kinds of prosthetics that are out there for people now, you know, say, and this example is for somebody who's missing a hand. And this comes, though, from MIT and Shanghai, a university in Shanghai. And what they're trying to figure out is a less expensive way to get some of that really valuable tech that's out there. And I believe it's called neuroprosthetics. Excuse me if I'm getting that wrong, but it's basically the ability to think about something, and they figured out how to work these things to where the prosthetic will actually move and think about that. So if somebody thinks about gripping, they'll do it. This one in particular is an inflatable plastic version of what is some of the other things that are already out there. So they've tested this out. I mean, it's really accurate what they've been able to do. There's essentially 4 different motions you do with it, but it allows everything from, you know, drinking a glass of wine to they show somebody petting a cat. And they also even like using a zipper and unzipping just luggage. So really intricate things that people need to do on a daily basis. And they're saying that if this does come to market, it's not an actual product yet, but right now the components themselves total about $500, which is way cheaper than what a lot of these other ones are that are out there right now, where it's metal and a lot of very special equipment. You know, they're thousands and thousands of dollars. So if they can really get this out, it could drop the price and really, you know, get this out there to people who really need it and make it a lot more available and just really cool tech, just how intuitive it is to figure this out. They said it takes about 15 minutes to train it and then you're off.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, looking at that video, to think that that would just be $500. I mean, that would be life-changing for people.
Yeah, and it looks
Right,
like a
exactly.
glove or something. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't, yeah.
Very, very cool.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. pretty
Well,
exciting
hey,
stuff.
for any of our gamers out there, major video game alert, Call of Duty, they're out with something new.
Yeah, whether you play Call of Duty or not, you probably know somebody who does. So this is Call of Duty with their announcement for the next iteration in the series is Call of Duty Vanguard. They released kind of a teaser video of it, but really the big announcements and the big showcase is going to be coming up on Thursday, on the 19th. They're going to be having this during an in-game thing they already have going on. They're going to be showcasing the new the new game, what it's going to involve. It sounds like it's going to be 4 different countries, kind of going with the same Call of Duty theme for a lot of other things, but certainly that series is so huge, one of the highest selling of all time. If there is a Call of Duty fan in your life, they're going to want to know about this. So that's kind of where this one's at.
I'm guessing.
Has Joe asked
Yeah,
for
I'm
it
guessing
yet?
the Call of Duty fan in my life knows about
Yeah.
this
I was
already.
just thinking exactly that. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
He's such a nerd.
He's gonna get it on that pre-order.
He'll
Yeah.
have a, yeah, I guess I'll get a lot of me time.
There you go.
So that's good.
Greg, thanks so much for joining us. Always good to chat with you. We'll see you next week.
Sounds great.
And of course, to catch up on all the latest tech, be sure to follow him on Twitter @GregNibbler. We got a link on coin.com.